The council has decreed that a tournament will decide what they want to do, and I'm pretty sure Strata is a child predator! I am Haru Ren. Welcome to my review of episode 10 of Geogun Rising. So spoiler warning, if you haven't seen this episode yet, go back and watch it now, but if you have, sit back, relax, and enjoy my review of Geogun Rising, episode 10. The first part is Drago joins the Supreme Council. While Drago has been accepted as a member of the council, Lightning pees on an Aurelus Apollyon's spear. Fun fact, Apollyon is voiced by Dan's voice actor Jonah Weinberg.
How dare you defile the sacred blade of Apollyon! Quiet! I will stamp you out!
Ironhide did it better.
This is Mojo. He's a better one. He's a pet. Okay,
He's leaked lubricants all over my foot.
So while Lightning and Ferascal are being chased by Apollyon, which I'm surprised Drago does nothing to stop him, the council meets and votes on the prepared plan to separate Earth and Vestroia for good. As expected, Drago has caused a deadlock in the vote 2-for-2. And for some reason, we cut back to Lightning and Apollyon. Honestly, I preferred if we stuck purely on the council meeting, since the Apollyon chasing Lightning cuts really adds nothing to the overall presentation, just like how it was in the last episode where they stuck purely on the discussion. Cutting back to the Apollyon and Lightning thing really just makes it a comic relief thing, which I can see the audience enjoying and preferring that over the serious stuff. Really, if that's what they were trying to go for, I can't really complain. It's just my own thoughts. Dan suggests that the vote be decided with a Bakugan battle.
There's a rule about this written in the Supreme Bakugan Council Constitution.
This establishes that the Bakugan have a constitution. That's pretty neat. So this sets up a battle judgment or tournament to decide whether or not Earth and Vestroia should be separated, with each council members establishing a rule for the tournament. The tournament is going to take place in each Bakugan faction. Each member has 3 Bakugan, the human partners of those Bakugan are allowed to participate, and Geoguns are allowed.
Namely that, the battles will take place in all 6 faction realms of Vestroia.
Well, those are pretty shots. You might want to use those for your computer screensaver or something. And then we come back again to Lightning and Apollyon barging into the chambers. Honestly, I would be annoyed with this, but the Awesome Brothers comments just adds kind of layers of funny, though it won't excuse it from me calling it what it is.
They've done it again! Apollyon's really angry!
Back here!
Lightning! What are you doing? What is wrong with those two?
And Lightning's face when he finally relieves himself on Apollyon is now going to give me nightmares. Though I'm surprised that there is no animation where Apollyon reacts more in disgust, because you just got peed on your foot, dude. Even Chris Tucker had a much better reaction to getting peed on. And he's funny!
This damn dog just pissed on me.
I challenge you to a duel!
Calm down, Apollyon, this ain't Yu-Gi-Oh! So, Lightning and Apollyon battle, and Apollyon actually has really cool moves. I really want Apollyon to have his own toy now. Though, why isn't anyone trying to stop this? They're still in the middle of a meeting.
Aurelus Sonic Chain!
Huh?
Oh my.
But Lightning and Ferascal have their big relationship moment, and Lightning summons Montrapod, voiced by Scott Law.
Please take care of that miserable golden Bakugan.
Very well.
Lightning, his misery is purely your fault! Montrapod used Dig! Montrapod defeats Apollyon in an actually very good-looking battle.
I believe it will give everyone a fair chance of winning.
This small scene here where Dan just grunts, I feel could have been just cut. If anything, I think it just made Dan seem like a sourpuss. Like, both sides can use Geoguns to make it fair. Big deal. Or Dan seems insulted that Vela called them weak and needs Geogun to be an even fight. Either way, sourpuss. We then continue with Find the Triplets, and the Awesome Brothers and Dan actually come back from Vestroia. Seriously, what the heck? Where did Magnus go? There better be some payoff to Magnus going to Vestroia, since the purpose was to look for Dan and Drago in the first place. Seriously, why are you doing Magnus dirty like this?
Gate card? Set! Hey, this feels just like the old days!
That can be interpreted in two different ways. The Awesome Brothers are training for the upcoming tournament, but they are interrupted by a mom and dad, voiced by Carling Doubt and Josh Graham. They are the Rowdy Reds' parents, and the three ran away from home because they didn't want to move due to the dad's new job, so the Awesome Brothers have to go find them. The Rowdy Reds get involved with Strata to learn how to steal Bakugan in order to survive. You know what? It's different. It's a pretty cliche but relatable story. I think this might be the best story you could have written for the Rowdy Reds in this series. Practically, it is a message to kids the Rowdy Reds age that falls into a bad crowd. Running away from home and your problems never solve anything, and definitely following the bad influence of an adult is really not going to solve anything. Also, Strata manipulating these kids and previously kidnapped Emily, I think I'm going to call it for what it is. I think he's a child predator, and they should arrest him, like, immediately. Shun and Ajit find them, and
We are the Strata Spheres!
That's a pretty lame name!
the level of self-awareness this show has, my god. So a battle starts, but it's quickly over because Strata said the dreaded S word, causing Pensator to go berserk. When Strata takes the Rowdy Reds Bakugan and run away, Ajit actually manages to summon Titan King, voiced by Martin Roach. That's 2 Aurelus Bakugan he voices. Titan King blows Kubo and Strata away, the Rowdy Reds return the Bakugan they stole earlier, and reunites with their parents.
We've decided not to move.
We understand now. We know how you feel.
This is a terrible way to end it. They should have moved still because this is a terrible message. What probably should have happened was that they could have moved to a city outside of Los Valmos, but they are still close enough that they are able to come back and visit as often as they want. Or maybe this was just a money isn't everything sort of interpretation. Either way, it's up to you guys. It's heartwarming either way. And before you type this in my comment section, I do know that Titan King has different mannerisms than when other Geogons are summoned and ask for wishes. But they pretty much mean the same thing. Moving on.
Mission accomplished.
So that was Geogon Rising episode 10. Let me know what your rating of the show was in the comments down below. This episode was okay, really, in my honest opinion. Don't get me wrong, there were quite a lot of good parts about it. The story moved forward, we see some more Geogons, the Lightning and Apollyon thing was exceptionally funny, I guess. The Rowdy Reds actually got a good story. The action in this episode was really well animated, but honestly, this episode was just lacking excitement. This episode really just seemed generic, and while we know the actual consequence of the upcoming final battle, really, the second half was a little bit of a filler. At least a filler in a way that we now got to see Titan King, so it wasn't all terrible. But now I'm just wondering what happened to Magnus. That question has just been lingering in my head through this episode, and why didn't the other Awesome Brothers tell Dan and Drago that Magnus went to Vestroia to look for them? Magnus is now trapped on Vestroia, and it's your fault! Overall, I think there were more good things than bad, and while I said that this was a generic episode, I still enjoyed watching it. So, you know what, I'll give this a really low Baku good. Thank you for watching this review of Geogon Rising. Be sure to press the thumbs up and give us a subscribe for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren, and thank God for Rapid Fire. Bye!